Exercise 5-14, we're going to calculate the gross profit percentage for Spring Landscape Supply. Their selected accounts as of December 31st, 2025 follow here. We have to compute the gross profit percentage for 2025. So the first thing they want us to do is to select the formula to calculate the gross profit percentage. So that formula is gross profit divided by net sales revenue. So let's go ahead and check our answer. Good job. So now we're supposed to enter the amounts and compute the gross profit percentage. Round your answers to the nearest tenth of a percent, so 1 decimal. And notice since there is a percent sign, we're supposed to convert this to a percentage. So first off, how do we calculate gross profit? Well, gross profit is net sales revenue minus cost of goods sold, or COGS. Now, previous editions of this book, they gave us the net sales revenue here in the accounts and balances. However, the authors want you to get a little bit more practice getting to that point. So the net sales revenue is just the sales revenue less the sales returns and allowances and less the sales discounts. So we can put that into practice. So we'll take 141,000 here in sales revenue, and then we'll subtract out the sales returns and allowances of 5,000, and then also the sales discounts, and that is 1,900. So that is going to give us a net sales revenue here of 134,100. So we need that number again to calculate the gross profit, and we also need it here for the second part of our formula, just in the formulas now. So we need that net sales revenue here. And then in order to get our gross profit, we need our net sales revenue less our cost of goods sold. So luckily enough, we still have that net sales revenue here that we just calculated, and then we just have to subtract out the cost of goods sold. So that is 112,000. And that is going to give us our gross profit of 22,100. We'll enter that in. So now we can finally calculate our formula here for the gross profit percentage. So we'll take the 22,100 and divide that by 134,100 in net sales revenue. And that is going to give us this fun percentage with lots of decimals. However, they want us to round to the nearest tenth of a percent. So we can either multiply this by 100 to get that into that percent form here, and then round to that first digit, or you can move the decimal place over by 2. So this is going to be 16.5%, since this is 0.48. That second digit we round up, so this is going to be 16.5% in gross profit. So let's get this out of the way and check our answer. Well done. So what exactly does this gross profit percentage mean? It means for every dollar of the thing on the bottom, and the thing on the bottom is net sales revenue, also called the denominator, there is 16.5% of a dollar. So in other words, there is 16.5 cents of gross profit for every dollar of net sales revenue. And is that good or bad? Well, it depends on the industry, because a lot of industries vary greatly. For example, supermarkets, their gross profit percentage is not very high generally. However, something like an exotic car dealer like Lamborghini, that would be very high. And that is it.